What's up, guys? Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. Another connection conversation show where I'm bringing on guests from real estate to mortgages, financial advising, anything that will help you with your life. You're going to learn some great ideas, some strategies. If you're watching on YouTube, please drop a hashtag live. If it's on a replay, hashtag replay. And drop where you're watching from. And if you're an overachiever throughout, drop a couple of emojis so it helps our algorithm. And if everyone that's commenting on YouTube videos, that's a good thing. So we want engagement. So if you have questions, drop them as well. Let me bring on a good friend of mine. Haven't seen her in a while, but Heather the Hurricane is joining the Connection Conversation Show. What's going on, Heather? How are you?
Yo, me again. I'm a regular, pretty much. But I have a lot to talk about today, so I'm excited. What'd you say?
I'm glad you're able to take some time out, man. We're gonna rock, have some fun. Remind people what you're doing now.
Heather the Hurricane. I'm in year 8 now of top realtor here in New Jersey. I had the best year of my life last year when many realtors were crying, not me. Actually, I had the best year of my life, my career ever. And I've always been very successful in advertising, fashion, and like I said, real estate, now year 8. So best year of my life. And 2005, I'm going back. 2025 is shaping up to be even better. And lots going on, lot I want to talk about. So let's get started.
Yeah, how's everything going with networking? A lot of people that are watching are not following a certain protocol when they go to a networking function. They might do networking online. There's skills, there's some tips that I think we can share for those that are watching to help them. What do you think? How can we help them?
You nailed it right on the nose. I actually want to start doing segments. I know people will pay me for this. I am the networker to know. Believe me. As a matter of fact, I was just working on an event before I popped on now. I'm working on an event with a lender who has a spot at the Fiat Penthouse, and he's going to be one of the sponsors, Hurricane Hub, for a big event. We're planning, you guys all come May 9th. We're going to be networking, 5:30 to 8:30 in Fort Lee. It's beautiful. And networking is something that not only is done just that night, but of course, that night you should follow up with every person. When I go to a networking event, actually, I have reached out during network events, and people said to me, "You're the only person that reached out to me from that night." I'm like, what? Ridiculous, right?
Yes.
Anyway, what I'm going to be doing with this event is I own my own networking group called the Hurricane Hub. So the Hurricane now is, it's like the head. What do they call it? And then you have your subsidiaries. The Hurricane Hub is
the mother ship.
Right. No, but there's, you know what I'm talking about. There's a word for it. So that is, my Hurricane Hub is doing great. We just had a baby shower for my insurance gal yesterday. So sorry, Shawn. That doesn't mean we can't still network.
Hey, we can all work. We all work together. There's enough business for every. That's what's funny. People bring that up, and they're like, "Oh, I don't need to be the top person because the number one can go on vacation. They might get sick. You still need.
You never know. And maybe I'm talking to somebody where I know Shawn does this. One of my clients. So the Hurricane Hub, we meet every other Tuesday for lunch at the Cornerstone in Hillsdale. I created it. It is amazing. We're doing it's lunch. It's not like morning 6 a.m. every week, and it's growing. It's wonderful. It's unique. We're doing this big event. Like I said, just do a baby shower. It's like we're a family. And so I've always wanted to have my, I've of course been I was a president of a tip, and I've done them all. But for me, I know I always wanted my own thing, and that's what I did. So, maybe you guys can either start your own or call me to join mine. 917-440-3767, the Hurricane Hub. We have a logo. Consistency is key in everything, in networking, in business. I'm consistent. I don't go to bed every night. And believe me, sometimes I'm like, the Hurricane needs to rest a little bit until everything is posted. Everything, every message I needed to say. You need to be consistent in everything, in business, in networking, in all of it.
You're also doing a lot online. I know you're always doing stuff across platforms as well. You're on TikTok, you're on Facebook, Instagram. people are
LinkedIn,
afraid to jump different platforms, and you have to.
Snap. I'm
'Cause you
snapping now. What the hell is I have
Snap.
to snap? You think I
What's
want to
no
do?
tell? What do you do with snapping? I know I do. I've done it with my older daughter every once in a while,
Believe
but
it or not, Shawn, I'll just put something up there, and, one of my clients that I haven't heard from in a while is following me. You never know who's on all these different platforms.
right.
I was at a meeting the other day, and someone goes, "Oh, my people aren't on TikTok." I'm like, "That is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. What do you mean your people aren't on TikTok? It's the fastest growing everything. What do you mean
And
you
you
have no idea?
don't
You
you don't have to
don't know.
dance. You don't have to dance. You could just
It's
put
not
out
about that
whatever
anymore.
content. No.
Don't you know people are making so much money off TikTok right now? It's not about the dancing
A
anymore.
good friend
It's
of
about
mine,
a lot.
AJ Bufumo. You know that AJ Bufumo, his son Big Justice, they went to Costco 2 years ago, did a video, and they don't even have to work anymore.
I
They
believe
are
it.
just TikTok influencers. They're
I
meeting up
believe
with
it.
Mr. Beast and all that just from just putting yourself out there. But people are afraid of doing that. Oh, I have to look this way. I have to
Well,
sound
I'm
this way.
very, very good on camera. I always have. So I've always do pop-up videos. So I'll put them everywhere, you know.
It's important. And you said it before, consistency. A lot of people will do things for a week, 2 weeks, and then they're like, oh, I don't
That
get
does
anything from it. You got to do
no
it for 6 months, a year
every
to even
day.
see what's
Every
going on.
day.
Right. But a lot of people say, well, how do you come up? How are you getting content, Heather?
I
What
just
are
have so
ways that
much.
you're getting content?
I have a lot to say with my business every day, but even like just yesterday at my meeting, I didn't even have a meeting plan because it was the shower. But I said it's April Fool's Day. So we did a whole thing about April Fool's Day, just did a quick Google. There are so many things to talk about. There are so many things that people are interested in. But I try to make it, not just everyday life, but things that people can relate, can give them some kind of, like when I went to my Vegas trip, I came back about talking about referrals because that's something that was a hot topic for me. Now I have, because the R4 Remax event, I met agents all over the country who are posting about the hurricane now. So now when they have a New Jersey, a New Jersey referral, they're going to
Listing or
send it to
something.
me and I'm going to do the same. So that was something that was hot on my mind. I talked about referrals. I talked about how I went to a listing appointment and gave a market basket for Franklin, how I just gave so on top of mind. Sent my interns to do something that I did. I then relate to other people so that
Right.
they could learn from me and see what works. So really, it's
What
what I'm doing every day is what I'm communicating.
What about for those that are not as busy as you are at the moment? What about using Chat GPT?
So everyone says it has all these functions. Personally, I use it to pop in descriptions of my listings, that kind of thing. From what I understand, you could use it in many other levels,
Heather,
right?
you
But
can, if you want to create, and those that are watching, you can type in there, I want you to create a 60-second reel
oh,
about, pick
true,
a topic. I want,
true.
I want popular captions, a powerful call to action,
I'm
and I
gonna
want
try
a
that.
hook. And then boom, you hit it. It
I
will give
use
you, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It
So I
spits
guess, like
out
I
a
said, I haven't
beautiful
had.
thing.
I use it for what I said for me personally,
Right.
but I certainly will try that. I just always have something, but that's a great thing because it's all about you want to get the views. I
You
just
can
did
type
career. Hmm.
anything as far as I need topics for 365 days on whatever topic you want, or I just don't know any topics. Give me 365 topics. Boom. It will give it to you and you can print it out, record. You could do posts, you can create text, whatever you want to do just from all those ideas that you can get.
Cool. Good to know.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
very important to me. Also, I'm very involved in the community.
Mm.
I'm still a Girl Scout leader. I donated Boy Scout event recently. We're helping my girls get to gold right now. I'm a lion. So the community is, I have interns at the high school that are rocking. They're amazing. These two interns I have taking video for me, pictures, we're learning so much together. I also did career day. So I'm one with the community on so many levels as well.
Being local is key for, especially in real estate. If you're hyper laser focused for your town, go around, meet the people, is a great
I
opportunity
mean, I
for.
do all that, but that's not where, believe it or not, you could look at my list. I sell homes everywhere, but I do all that, but I certainly
Yeah.
cannot. I mean, the hurricane goes everywhere. I'm in Bergen County, but I also have the MLSs and have sold and listed in Passaic County, Union County, Hudson County, just sold Jersey City, a double-ended. We'll be doing condos there. So really I just sold a home in Saddlebrook here in Bergen County, but I live in Oradell, but I sell homes everywhere.
How far will you go for a listing?
Very, very.
Like
I
down the
will.
shore kind of stuff too?
For a listing, yes. Buyers, it's a little bit trickier.
Right. That's
I had
difficult.
but I have referral partners all over the country. And
Right.
and again, that's why even here in New Jersey, that's why I just hit my 100th 5-star review. 100 5-star reviews on Zillow. You can look that up. Fact check. And how do I keep that consistency is I had a friend of mine from many years ago that was insistent they wanted a property an investment property in Trenton. And that's where I drew the line. And I called within my Remax network. And I had a guy that he specializes in just that. So if I can't do it, I'm going to find you somebody that, and he doesn't just specialize in he specializes in investment, multiple multi-units in Trenton. So
Right.
if I can't do it, I'm going to find the right person to do it, not just pass it off.
Right. That's what you got to do. You got to leverage other individuals in your network, which will allow you to do more with doing less because you're not stretching yourself so thin, which is
And
a
I have a
powerful
great
thing.
network.
Have you been doing any of your comedy recently?
Not as much, but I did film for House Hunters. Oh, but I did comedy actually. Okay, so the comedy I was doing for a long time. I still do it when I'm asked. Like Chuck, he asked me to do it at the cigar bar here a couple months ago, hosting, emceeing. But I recently filmed for House Hunters, so that's going to be airing soon. I'll let you guys know.
That's
Maybe we'll do
awesome.
another. Maybe when it airs, we'll do another one of these. But
Yeah.
I've been featured in Bergen County Real Producers many times, Central Jersey Real Producers, Bergen Magazine, all of them. So lots. I just another podcast I was just on. That was just sent me a link. So lots of stuff. But
No, it's good. It's always good to connect, and it's important to stay and build relationship, guys. I asked Heather, let's bring some value today. She's like, sure. There's a lot of others that didn't take me up on it, and it just happens because some people are so busy on their business, but they're not. They're just
I'm very busy.
woe is me, and you taking some time out of your day to drop some gems for us today. So I appreciate Heather being with us. I want to make
that's
sure.
the other thing. Sorry, what did I say?
No, go
I
ahead.
also am. I think people will say, "Oh, a listing agent, a buyer's agent." I don't believe in that. I believe a well-rounded agent is a good agent. Myself personally, so I, of course, work with listings, sellers, buyers, renters. I'm both representing the landlord and the tenant. I even have commercial. I have a building for sale right now. Also, I have some businesses for sale. If by chance anyone wants to be their own boss, I have 2 beauty salons and a convenience store. So I'm a very well-rounded agent. That's something for your listeners to understand as well. For me personally, that works. And if you ever need any of the things plus and above, give me a shout.
Definitely. And I want to make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, go to this description, follow all of Heather's stuff. Make sure you go to her website and have a connection call with her. Because if you're into buying or selling, or if you're in business and you want to grow your network, maybe get involved with her networking company as well. Heather, I want to thank
Hurricane
you for
Hub
joining us
has its own
today.
website too. Yeah, sorry. Heather the Hurricane is
Yeah,
my
everything will be
website.
in that description.
Okay, great. And the Hurricane Hub has a
And
website.
yeah, we'll have everything there for them to check out. Do your service and reach out, connect and grow. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And Heather, stick around for one moment.
I want to say one more thing. Okay. Shawn,